Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is for the full moon in Gemini taking place December 18, 2021. It's called a cold moon. It is also the last full moon of the year, 3 days prior to the winter solstice. You don't have to have Gemini anywhere in your chart to be able to watch this reading. This is open to anyone and everybody that feels led to watch. So it's not focused on any particular zodiac sign. It's just that this full moon happens to take place in the sign of Gemini. I do full moon readings and new moon readings every month for the collective to get an energetic checkup to see what is going on for all of us during those particular times of the month. Full moon time is a time where we let go, we release, we purge, we get rid of what's not working in our lives, or we set intentions to liberate ourselves in some way from the things that aren't working in order to prepare ourselves and clean the slate. So when new moon time comes around, we're more of, I guess, in a receptive state to receive and attract the things that we wish for in our life. Considering that this full moon is taking place a few days prior to the solstice, I mean, these are very powerful energies taking place. I'm super curious to see what this reading is all about. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the fortune reading cards. I always start with one of these, kind of like, or, any oracle deck, really, just to see what the main energy or theme is of this particular full moon. So let's see, this full moon in Gemini, December 18th, 2021. What is this full moon all about? See, one card. Whoa, okay. Celebratory energy. You are ready to bring new and exciting things in your life. Reminds me of that 80s song. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Right? Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. That's awesome. Okay, well, I mean, technically, right? If we're just going to be basic about it, Christmas parties, right? Aren't a lot of us, gathering around with close friends and family? People might be going to New Year's Eve parties. There's all kinds of celebrations taking place for the holidays. For Yule, some of you are celebrating Yuletide things and celebrations, and winter solstice parties, and or Christmas, Hanukkah. I mean, however you celebrate, right? There are celebrations taking place at this particular time. So it does, on a basic level, obviously make sense. But this is also indicating that this full moon is going to maybe close out some chapters, because again, we're talking about full moon energy, and that's time of letting go, releasing, and kind of closing the door on the old things, right, in order to receive and welcome in the new. So oftentimes we celebrate endings. So for some of you with this particular full moon are celebrating conclusions, celebrating endings. Like, you're happy to close out chapters and cycles and old things in your life. You're just ready to shut the door on those chapters or close the book on them. So that's what this is telling me. This is about you celebrating conclusions. And then with the celebration of these conclusions, you are ushering in and welcoming wonderful and exciting things into your life. I mean, it's a new year, right? We're approaching a new year. And it's time to look forward to the new year, to the new things that can come about with a fresh energy. And you are entering a period of fresh energy. And you'll be happy to leave the past behind or close the book on that, by the looks of it. I'm also getting like victory. Whenever I think of like a champagne bottle, You know, a lot of times people use the champagne bottle to christen a boat, or to celebrate the grand opening of something, to indicate, you know, that there is a new beginning, like a wedding, right? You have and pop bottles of champagne for celebratory events. So there's something you're celebrating, could literally be, you know, just basic Christmas or holiday or winter solstice Yule celebrations, yes. But it can also be celebrating an accomplishment, an achievement of some sort. This full moon is going to, I think, be that milestone. So let's see. Full moon. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot, by the way. So let's see this full moon energy, December 18, 2021. Three cards for this full moon in Gemini, December 18, 2021. What is the overall energy for the collective, please? Let's see if we can get 3 cards. Okay, wait, we have one. Wow, we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that is a celebratory energy. That is an accomplishment. Absolutely. It's a home. It's a foundation. Some of you could be celebrating purchasing a new home for the full moon, or going into the new year. Let's see if we can get at least 2 more for this full moon. Full moon in Gemini, December 18, 2021. 2 more cards, please. All right. The Knight of Cups. So we have the 4 Wands, Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The 6 of Cups. Interesting. I want to grab one more. Because the 6 of Cups talks about something nostalgic, right? Let's see if we can get one more. One more card, please. Okay. The 8 of Cups. How beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that is beautiful. All right, I understand what this is saying now. Okay, so Knight of Cups. And I'm going to adjust this so you can see all the cards, how lovely they are. Okay. Knight of Cups is telling me that you are moving in the direction of something on your heart. Okay. And that, yes, is to be celebrated, because you are following the callings of your heart intuitively. This full moon may be revealing a lot of intuitive nudges to you, and you are following them. You have, it looks like, with the Lotus energy of the Knight of Cups, and I feel highly focused on it because, you know, it's the first one that's grabbing my attention now that everything's on the table. But the Knight of Cups energy with this Lotus here, Lotus is about change, transformation, and the alchemizing of the shadow oftentimes, because the lotuses are grown from mud, and that is the dark. But it transmutes this energy and makes its way to the top to reach its enlightenment. And when the flower reaches the top of the water, it accesses the sun, and that's what I mean by enlightenment. So there has been some awakening, and a major awakening. Some of you might have been experiencing maybe a spiritual awakening and or an ascension. Maybe you've gotten some kind of higher knowing or understanding is what this is giving me. Nonetheless, whatever this is, this major change, because the Lotus indicates change and transformation, right? This change is leading you to a higher knowing, a higher understanding, and you are following with that higher knowing and understanding the nudges on your heart. You're in pursuit of the nudges on your heart. You're listening, right, to the way that your soul is playing this music to you. Okay? Your inner being, your soul is singing its own song, and you are following it. Okay? The sound. You're following the sound. Following the nudges and the song of your heart to guide you somewhere, to lead you in a new direction, right? It says celebrations. You are ready to bring these new things, new exciting things into your life. And it feels like you are excited about the new, okay? We have that excitement here with the Four of Wands. It's a celebratory energy. Sometimes it could talk about, weddings, celebrations. Yes, it can talk about stable, strong foundations, a home. It can talk about recognition, right? And accomplishing something wonderful, and you're, in a state of feeling secure in that accomplishment. So you're on the road to accomplishing things, and a lot of the things that you're accomplishing, all right, are because you've been paying attention to the song of your heart, okay, to the way that the universe is speaking to you through your heart space, through your intuition, through the nudges that it gives you, through the leads and synchronicity and serendipity that it provides you. You're following them. You're taking action on them. Knights are movement, speed, action, momentum towards whatever it is that they hold in their suit. In this case, she's holding her heart. Okay. She looks like Kuan Yin, by the way, Kuan Yin. Apologize if my camera here does not want to get focused, but she looks like Kuan Yin. Nonetheless, basically you are on the road to pursue something on your heart. And, okay, let me make my point here. In the pursuit of this, in the pursuit of achieving it, because I feel like you're already on the road to achieving it. We already see that with the Four of Wands. It's confirming that achievement. And we have it with the celebration. But on the path to, right, accomplishing all this, there is a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of sadness, okay? Not in a bad way, though. There's a little bit of sadness in leaving the old behind, okay? Maybe for what it taught you, for what it brought to you, for how much you've grown from it, how much you've learned from it. Because over here, again, the Knight of Cups, for whatever reason, Knight of Cups feels front and center to me. But the Knight of Cups is an energy that can look deep within, right? Any of the cups can look within and process the emotional side of things and look deep within the heart. Because we also have cups over here with the Eight of Cups. I'm going to get to that in a second, but this is the feeling of this enlightenment from the lotus is giving me this vibe, right? Where you can look back on the past and the things that were with this Six of Cups. And look back at them and feel appreciation for how you evolved from it, how you grew from it, right? The lotus energy is that. It's grown from the dark, grown from the mud. We learn from the dark. We don't have to live there. Eventually we rise up out of it, right? If any of you have undergone a dark night of the soul, when you come up out of that and you access your ascension and your awakening, right, in a major way, everything starts to make sense. You have that hindsight, Six of Cups, where you can look back on the past and you realize, wow, what a journey that was. And then you're proud of who you are and what you've become on the other side of all that alchemy that you did to transmute those things of the past, those woundings of the past, those experiences of the past. You can look back like the Six of Cups, but you look back on it with a kind of like appreciation for the journey, And it's because it taught you something. It gave you a wisdom maybe that you didn't have before. And the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, like you can look at it all and you can again process all of that for what it was. And there's a little bit of obviously a nostalgia for the old you that you might be leaving behind with this full moon. There is part of you that is, the feeling here is falling away. There's old facets of you that are falling away with this full moon. But it's not to mourn, okay? To not, it's not so It's not for you to feel bad about it or to mourn what you're leaving behind. This is about thanking the past for what it taught you, and then embracing where you're going, where you're headed. Because this Eight of Cups is indicating a pilgrimage of the soul. And it indicates that you are walking away and you are leaving something behind. You are saying goodbye to the old. You are walking in the direction of your 9 and your 10 of Cups, because that's what comes next. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know that that's how I describe this card. I've been describing it since my very first channel, okay, moons ago. Before this one, that's how I've always described it. And it is that energy. Why settle for 8 cups when you know, and your soul knows, your inner being knows that there are 9 and 10 cups out there. And this full moon, I believe for some of you, is the catalyst to push you and move you and nudge you. Again, the Knight of Cups following the nudges of its heart, following the song of its heart. Like, it's only a song that you can hear. And everybody's song is going to be different, right? But you're following that song of your heart, because she is literally playing the strings of her heart. Okay. And you're following that. This full moon is going to lead you to your soul's calling. To that thing that you know is out there, that your heart is beckoning you and moving you in the direction of. You may be a little nostalgic for some things of the past, for what was and whatnot, but there's so much more awaiting you on the other side. So don't mourn the past. Look forward to your future, because the Eight of Cups is guiding you there, and your soul is guiding you right and true. We have a lot of animal medicine in this one card. We have the dragonfly. Talks about being light and free and light of spirit. It also is a symbol of change. We have the butterfly, also a symbol of change. We have the swan, a symbol of change. I don't know offhand what those little birds are there. But, and we have the lotus, right? These are all symbols of change and transformation. You are pushing your way out of your cocoon like the butterfly, right? You've gained your strength in the struggle of that push out of your cocoon to become the greatest, most evolved version of yourself, so you can fly and be free and expand and be the best version of yourself. We have the ladybug also, which is luck, lady luck. So these are very fortunate changes that you're moving into. This is a fortunate shift that Spirit is leading you and directing you toward, or in, right? Oftentimes the Eight of Cups is a soul calling. Your soul is calling you in a certain direction, and you gotta like go. The mountains are calling and I must go, right? You've heard and seen that saying. My t-shirt actually just reminded me of that. I'm wearing a t-shirt that says coffee, mountains, cabins. Right? So anyhow, the mountains are calling and I must go. All right, think of the Eight of Cups. There's something that's calling you and you have to go in the direction of it. Your soul is kind of like tugging at you to go pursue it. Again, Knight of Cups is going to go in the direction of its heart. Spirit is playing a song that only you can hear, and it's leading you. Swan is energy of magic and transformation, right? Swans also mate for life. So for some of you, you could be going in the direction of new love. Maybe there was a relationship or a situation or a circumstance that just wasn't fulfilling you fully. And that's why it's only ever 8 cups. It's only ever going to give you 8 cups. So you have to go in the direction of your 9 and your 10 to get the full vision of what your heart knows is out there. Your heart intuitively knows that there's something more out there for you. So you, with the 8 of Cups, you go in the direction of it and you leave those 8 cups behind, because those 8 cups, that's all it's ever going to give you. It's never going to be able to give you the 9 and the 10 that you're looking for. The 10 of Cups is the full picture. It's the full vision of what you have in your heart. And it takes a strong intuitive voice or song, right, to follow and go in the direction of it. Even if, right, with the light of the moon over here, you can't, and you don't always know, right, where it's going to lead you. But you're following that music. You're following the sound only you can hear. You're following your soul's calling. And you're going to go anyway. 8 of Cups is walking by the light of the moon. Don't always see the path ahead. But you're going anyway. And this path is going to lead to a major change and transformation. One that's going to lead you to your higher and best self. To your best life, best path, best possible outcome and timeline. It's going to lead to something beautiful and fortunate. Obviously, we have the ladybug again. Luck is on your side. Something beautiful and fortunate. Okay. I even want to say a fortunate turn of events, right? With the 8 of Cups. And that is something to celebrate. That's why it says you're ready for this. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. This is a time, this full moon is a time to celebrate you, to celebrate your accomplishments, to celebrate everything that you've, maybe been through to get to this point where you're ready to make this major shift and change in your life. Move in the direction of it because your heart is calling you, your soul is calling you. You can look back on the past with fondness and appreciation for what it taught you, right? And you'll see so much hindsight. I think this full moon might be showing some of you a lot of things hindsight, right? You look back and you're like, wow, how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together to guide you to this moment, to lead you to this next stage of the game. And when you can look back on your life like this card here, when you can look back on it all and how it got you to this moment, right? It opens up your mind, again, gives you a higher sense of understanding and awareness. Again, the lotus energy, right? That reaches for the sun, which is a symbol of success and enlightenment, mind you. So you're moving in the right direction. If some of you are intuitively guided and led to make a major change with this full moon, you are ready. You will have your victory. We have 2 cards of celebration and victory here. You're ready. You've transmuted everything you needed to transmute. Your soul is ready and prepared for this next stage and leveling up in your journey. You are going to be moving somewhere, moving in the direction of something new, because your soul on a higher level knows that there's something else out there for you. So again, don't mourn the past. Look forward to where you're going with this 8 of Cups. Look forward to your future, because you're ready for this change. Again, all these animal medicines of change. I would say I'll give you a little bit of homework, okay? Look up the animal medicine of the butterfly. Again, metamorphosis and change. The dragonfly, very similar message. The swan, also a similar message of magic and transformation. Especially the story of the ugly duckling, right? The fable. Again, going back, I can go back to the lotus with that. Very similar in a sense that, a lotus is grown in the mucky, dirty waters, right? Where there's a lot of debris, and it's a pod, it's a seed, and it's not really nothing special, right? The same way with the butterfly. It's this gooey mess inside a cocoon, right? It's not anything pleasant. But once it transmutes all that, look what it becomes. It becomes this gorgeous flower. It becomes this beautiful, you know, creature, this beautiful butterfly, this beautiful swan, right? They say that, you know, the story of the ugly duckling is that similar situation where it's like, you know, he wasn't the cutest thing, but when he grew up, wow, he was gorgeous. He became a beautiful swan. If I remember the story correctly, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He was a swan. So again, it's this, you're entering a period of beauty where you're, all the things that you went through, those things were not in vain, okay? It was to give you that strength for the next stage of your journey and to prepare you for this next stage of your journey. You know, ladybugs are a symbol of good fortune, so you're moving into a period of good fortune, good things. And you deserve those good things. It's time to celebrate. You're strong. You have a strong foundation. Four of Wands. You're secure. You're safe. You know, your foundation is good and solid. You're safe moving into this new energy, this new territory. You're safe in walking away from whatever it is that you want to walk away from with the Eight of Cups. You might be sad to let it go, sad to say goodbye to it. You might have fond memories about it all. But the new is going to kind of make you forget, right? In a way, it's one of those things where it's like, you feel sad. It's bittersweet, I guess. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Bittersweet. It's a little bittersweet, yes. Oh, but once you reach this new place or this new situation or this new person or this new house or this new job or whatever it is you're moving into, whatever it is that your heart is tugging you towards, it'll be so worth it. So let's get some making magic here. Let's get some making magic cards here, just at least two, because I do want to grab a final oracle along with your angel numbers. Whoa! Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm going to show you where it landed here. It literally landed on top of that. Okay, like all the way over to the right. You're ready to celebrate a new chapter. You're ready to say goodbye to some things that aren't working out because you're trusting, right? You are also trusting those intuitive nudges on your heart. And because you're trusting yourself more, the signs, the synchronicities, I feel, are, again, the music that you're hearing, right? The song only you can hear is getting louder, more clearer in guiding you. This is a beautiful shift and change. This full moon, again, I feel is like a catalyst for you finally maybe taking, I don't see full on the table, obviously, but it feels like a leap, right? Maybe it is a leap of faith, but it's a leap in another direction. Okay, so let's see. Protection, okay? And hold on. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. Wait a minute here. That is the Four of Wands. Absolutely. I said you're safe in this new chapter, in this new journey. You are protected, right? Absolutely. Let's see. Happy love. Look at that. A joyful, stable partnership and good friends. Some of you, like I said, have chosen to let go of the past, maybe let go of someone, or even something that you used to love. Maybe you don't love it anymore, not enough to stick around, because if you were willing to stick around, you wouldn't have this Eight of Cups here, right? So it's kind of like this feeling of you're moving in the direction of new love or something on your heart. But this is a joyful time of celebration, time to be happy. Your good fortune awaits you on the other side of this shift or this change or this thing that you're leaving behind or this door that you're closing. And it may indeed, for some of you, be new love in the form of a person, right? But it could also be love, joy, in a new place, a location, a home, right? Four of Wands. Knight of Cups talks about movement. So I don't know if some of you are moving to a new home with these two cards, a new place. Over here with the Eight of Cups, you're going in the direction of, you know, this new journey of where your soul is calling you. And yeah, it might require that you say goodbye to some things with the Six of Cups. And maybe you don't want to leave, you know, your friends and family and the people that you're used to, or the things that, you know, you have always known. But it looks like where you're going next, or this place, if it is a place, or, you know, this new journey that you're taking is going to lead you to your joy. It's going to lead you to happy things, right? That you're going to be, the feeling here is fortunate that you found, or that you're going to be glad that you listened and that you went in the direction of it. It's like seeking and finding, right? You're going to be happy that you sought it, happy that you found it. There is love there wherever you're headed. Whatever you're being led in the direction of, there's love there. There's beautiful change there. There's just good fortune there. Okay, so I'm going to grab the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Okay, let's see if we can get a final card. So again, because you're safe and you're protected, and wherever it is that you're going next, or wherever this journey is leading you next, is going to be full of love, good fortune, and happy things, right? There's nothing to, you know, you might feel that bittersweetness for a moment, but it feels like it's gonna be awesome. So embrace it. Don't be sad over it too long, okay? I don't think you will be, to be honest. Let's see if we can get a final message here. So whatever you're leaving is going to be replaced with something wonderful. I don't think you'll be sad over it too long. And the reason why I say sad is because of the Six of Cups. You know, you get nostalgic for things that were, and, you know, people, places, situations that you were comfortable with. Let's see. Final message here. I'd prefer one to fly out. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Oh my gosh, could it get any better? Going forward. Do you see that? And look at the sun. Okay? Look at the sun lighting the way. When you finally take the path, right? It's the moon. You're in the dark because it's the unknown, right? But look, the sun eventually comes out to guide and light the way. And what's really cool about this card is look at the clouds, right? The clouds part, the fog settles, and the sun rises to show you the path, to show you the way. That was once in the dark over here with the Eight of Cups when you first decided to step into this new journey altogether, right? Look at that. How perfect is that? Whoa. And, I mean, those aren't necessarily mountains, right? But they're hills and valleys. Because we were talking about the mountains are calling and I must go. Well, that kind of reminds me of that photo. but the clouds are parting and the way is made clear. So again, don't doubt your choice. Don't doubt the chapter that you're closing in pursuit of another, okay? With this full moon. I think this full moon is going to give you, some of you, the clarity that you needed to make the shift of the change that has been tugging on your heart for some time. Okay, so let's see what this says. I'm going to read directly from the book. Alphabetical order here. There we go. Okay, grassy hills. Okay, we don't have mountains, but we have grassy hills. That's okay. It says, grasses are one of the most abundant families of plants on earth. From the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. We eat grasses, oat, barley, and wheat are kinds of grass. We have thatched our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, right? Yeah. Had picnics on it and made love on it. Wow. Okay. See, wait a minute here. Hold on. Happy love, right? Its matrix of roots prevents erosion and is lush. Rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the most significant food sources. Grass in past times has symbolized growth. Look at that. Productiveness, prosperity. There goes your good fortune of your ladybug and the growth of the lotus, right? New ideas and fulfillment, right? Because the 8 of Cups is going in the direction of its 9 and its 10. 10 of Cups is ultimate fulfillment, joy, happiness, love, life partner energy, marriage, right? The thing that is on your heart, the full vision of the thing on your heart in its totality. That's what the 8 of Cups is going in the direction of. That's what this full moon is putting you on the path to go find. Okay? So let's see. It says, the sacred landscape wants you to know when you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance, and fulfillment are ahead of you. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you. 6 of Cups, right? Or what you're leaving behind. Being distracted by what you're leaving behind. But this card indicates that it is important to not let anything hold you back from increasing the bounty in your life. Or not let anything hold you back from getting your 10 of Cups, because you deserve that. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way and for your highest good. And then look, on the other side of the page says happiness. Oh my gosh. Happy love, right? But we're going forward here. You are going forward. And this full moon might be that moment where you decide to go forward in the direction of your heart and the nudges that you've been hearing on your heart. And you're happy. Yeah, a twinge of you might be a little sad at the same time, but what you're going and moving in the direction of is so much more fulfilling. Okay, so that's what I have for you for your reading for this full moon energy. Very positive. If you ask me, it's time to celebrate. Go ahead and do that. Celebrate your choice to move forward in a more positive direction towards the thing that is calling you. Again, it's your soul that's nudging you in that direction. And if the mountains are calling, you must go. Okay, period. Whatever your mountains are, it could be anything that's calling you. But yeah, you must go. Right? And this is saying, Spirit's saying here, and you are safe in that. You are safe in that. Go anyway. If it scares you, go anyway. If it scares you, do it anyway. Again, I was feeling the vibe of like taking a leap, right? Sometimes we have to show Spirit we trust, even if it scares us. Okay. So let's see what angel numbers come up for you for this full moon reading. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. These numbers may confirm some things I've already said in this reading and or provide additional messages for you personally on your journey. Maybe it's something that Spirit wants you to know. And I always encourage you to do your own research, find your own magic, find a source that you trust to look up the numbers. I don't want to give you a source because it can rob you of the journey and the experience of coming across other synchronicity and serendipity that you might find along the way to researching the numbers. So that's why I don't give you the numbers off the bat. I want you to take that journey. And if I gave you a shortcut, I could rob you of that experience. And I don't want that over my head. Okay. So basically, I want you to find the beauty and find the synchronicities this way, because Spirit does lead you, guide you, and maybe even sometimes take you down other rabbit holes that you need. And you might come across a few rabbit holes as you go research these numbers, right? So let's see what numbers come up for you. Also, please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section. We want people to go find their own magic. Again, we don't want to rob them of that experience, okay? And putting it in the comment section will do that. So let's see. Numbers for your full moon reading, December 18, 2021. We have double 4. That's an 8, but it's 4 wands, right? Oh, and I'm so sorry for the blur. Oh, thank you for being patient with me. I didn't realize that this tripod arm thing is above my head and I can't always see. So that's an 8. We have an 8 of cups also. Whoa. Another 8. Another double 4. So we have the 4 of wands. We have the 8 of cups. 886 is your number. Go ahead and look up 886 for your angel number. See what that number brings to you. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Every interaction does help this channel grow, reach more people, find who it needs to. And if you ever want to take it a step further to support what I do here, check me out on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there. I make by hand. Everything there is made by me. I have moldavite and Libyan desert glass if you're interested in powerful tektite crystals. And I have personal readings and light language activation and affirmation sessions when available. Okay, sometimes they're sold out. I always try to repost new readings and sessions as soon as they've been completed for people who have purchased last, but I'm only one person, so I try my best to, make myself available to people who need readings. So much love to everybody. Have a wonderful, blessed, and happy, safe full moon. Take care of yourself. Also, happy winter solstice, happy Yule, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, right? Whatever it is that you celebrate for this time of year, may you have all the blessings in the world sent your way during this special time. Take care of yourself and always keep shining.